the first answer to your question is that the systems have gotten a lot better. Our travel, what ISOS is doing, it's gotten a lot better, right? So there's having your baseline system of travel. Example, I'm going to X country. Here's your country brief. We have a travel tracking system. Like those systems have gotten a lot better. So just being able to have a baseline system that is at or above the industry standard is going to get you a long way towards that, right? So that's the first thing. And you need to have that in place as a baseline. If you don't have that in place, then you're going to be spending a lot of staff time doing the process I just outlined, which is bespoke travel management, which we all love doing, but it's just you can't do it across the enterprise. It's not practical, right? So creating that basic system is really important. I think the second part of that is that with the systems are really good, I think, now in designing escalation, right, and tiers. So, and they're very good at adapting to a geopolitical risk environment. So your information systems and your travel security systems really right now, it's not even state of the art, but sort of industry standard, I think have those components in it, right? Which it has to have that sort of baseline system, but it also has to incorporate in that system, the geopolitical analysis. I mean, this is a big reason. I'm not just saying this because we're on the call. This is a big reason why I'm a fan of ISOS, because we're able to integrate those different pieces, right? And understand how a trend line in Venezuela, for example, I'm going to think of a better example, but that's just the one that comes to mind, or Gulf states better, how that trend line geopolitics in that area is going to have an impact on your just sort of routine travel assessment and when you should escalate, how you're going to escalate your actual travel assessments and risk assessments.
100%. And moving on to the next topic, adoption and maturity are growing. That is something that, working with a lot of organizations globally, there's definitely an understanding and a realization that travel risk management is a dedicated function within organization. It's no longer ad hoc. And the standard also spends a lot of time on managing travel risk, ownership, responsibility, buy-in. It's not an ad hoc function that is just part of your function. It is dedicated to a group or to a person within an organization. But in saying that, I'm still surprised that there's a lot of organizations that does not have a travel risk management function in place, or that it's a very small part of someone's responsibility within the organization. And there is a move towards a dedicated role within an organization to really manage travel risk, and then formal governance models that's replacing the informal processes that we've seen in the past. To your point, where in the past organizations had a spreadsheet with where their people are, and now in most organizations will have a dedicated solution in place that will allow them to know 24/7 where do we have exposure, how do we communicate with travelers, and again I've got to highlight that it's not only international travel.